What's up everyone? Today I'm down at Benson, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram checking out the 2018 Jeep Compass. Huge thanks to them for providing this vehicle for today's video. Definitely check out their website in the description below. And the model that we're looking at today is the Trailhawk. It's finished off in white and has an MSRP just under $37,000. Two engine options are available this year. There's a diesel model, which will not be coming to the United States. This is the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder that can be paired to a 6-speed manual or 6 or 9-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 180 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 175 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM. It features the Jeep Active Drive all-wheel drive system, weighs just over 3,600 pounds, 0 to 60 can happen in the mid 9-second range, and with a fuel capacity of 13.5 gallons, you can expect the MPG to be 22 city and 30 highway. The wheelbase measures 103.8 inches. It has an overall length of 173 inches. The width is 73.8 and it has a height of 64.8 inches. Starting up front with the traditional Jeep grille with the 7 vertical slots, this vehicle comes standard with HID headlights and fog lights, along with LED daytime running lights. There are 2 ruby red tow hooks on either side, along with a forward-facing sensor, a redesigned bumper for a better approach angle, and a matte black finish on the center part of the hood to match the roof. Disc brakes are on all 4 corners with 17 by 6.5 inch polished aluminum alloy wheels with a mid-gloss black finish. The available 2-tone color design comes standard on the Trailhawk with the white exterior and the gloss black roof. The trim pieces around all of the windows are now blacked out instead of the traditional chrome on the standard models. And the distinctive trapezoidal wheel arches date back to earlier Jeep models. This vehicle also features turn signals in the power folding side mirrors. And finishing up in the rear with the integrated spoiler with the 3rd brake light. LED taillights do come standard. This has a standard backup camera along with 4 parking sensors and a power liftgate. 1 rear tow hook along with a Class 3 receiver, allowing this vehicle to tow up to 2,000 pounds. And it has a redesigned rear bumper for a better departure angle. Now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a more in-depth view of the interior. This vehicle also features the automatic startup, so we can double tap on the lock button, double tap on the engine start-stop button. The vehicle will automatically start up, and then we can double tap that again to shut it off. And with the key in my pocket, I just have to walk up to the vehicle. You'll hear it automatically unlock. The door panel is finished off in nice black leather. You have ruby red stitching running along it. All of the windows are automatic up and down. You have your side mirror adjustments, your lock and unlock with your aluminum release handle. This has a 6-speaker Beats audio sound system, more red trim around there, along with 2 cup holders located in the door. The seats are monotone black leather. Trailhawk is embroidered on the top portion there. This has an 8-way power adjusting seat along with 4-way power lumbar support. They have a combination of perforated leather in the center along with solid leather on the outsides, more of the ruby red stitching. Very nice bolsters for these seats. So now once inside, I'll go ahead and tap the engine start stop button so that way you can see the gauges light up. And then with my foot on the brake, we'll go ahead and start it up. Once inside, we're greeted with a fully wrapped black leather steering wheel. There's more of the ruby red stitching running along the inside. On the right side, we have all of your cruise control buttons. On the left side, all of these buttons control the 7-inch center display system. So using those buttons located on the right side, we have a couple different things to go through. We can look at your speedometer. We can go through your vehicle information, your battery voltage, oil temperature, transmission temperature. It will also show the PSI in your tires. We can go through your driver assistance screen along with your fuel economy, reset your trip, engine start-stop feature. Below those buttons, you have your hands-free Bluetooth controls. We have your headlight switch along with some dimmer switches, 1 air vent. We'll take another look at the center gauge setup. You have more red trim running along the outside. You have your tach on the left, speedometer on the right, and of course all of those settings in the middle. And coming along the center is the 8.4-inch touchscreen navigation system. What's very cool about this is the bar located on the bottom is all of your presets, basically. So if I want something I'm going to use all the time, like the heated steering wheel, especially in cold weather, I can drag it to the bottom and easily turn that on and off. You have your navigation screen, of course, different settings for that, your Bluetooth that you can go through, of course go to your radio, all your climate control buttons. So very user-friendly to use, so many controls that you can go through. On either side we have an air vent. Below that there's 2 buttons on either side for the radio adjustments. You have your parking sensors and your lane keeping assist button. And below that is all of your controls for the dual zone climate control. So you have everything located, easily visible. There's a USB and an auxiliary port located to the right side of all of your 4-wheel drive settings. So obviously you have 4 low, you can lock the rear differential, you have a downhill assist control, and then various modes that you can go through: rock, mud, sand, snow, and an automatic mode. Behind that is the shifter wrapped in leather with some more trim. You can also shift over to plus and minus. This does have the 9-speed automatic. Behind that we have your electronic parking brake. You can turn on and off traction control along with your engine start stop feature, along with 2 cup holders. You have a good amount of storage located in the center console. We'll go ahead and take a look at the glove box space. A lot of room located down in that. We'll take one last look at these leather seats. And this vehicle does come standard with the panoramic dual pane sunroof. All of those controls are located up in the center, and you can open and close the rear tailgate using this button here. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at the rear seating. Of course, the door panel is finished off the same. You have a little bit of storage along with 1 speaker. This is a 5-seater vehicle, so let's go ahead and hop in. Behind both front seats, you have some more storage space. There's 2 air vents, along with a household 3-prong outlet and a USB located in the center. I do have the front seat set at my height at 5'10", so I have plenty of legroom. Headroom, I'm just almost touching the top, but it's nothing that's uncomfortable. And then taking a look at the center pullout, we have 2 cup holders. We can easily put that back. The rear seats do have a 60-40 split to them as well, so we can fold these completely flat. Now we'll take a look at the rear storage space, and I can either walk up to the vehicle or double tap on the key fob. It will automatically open up. There's plenty of space in the back. There's a little bit of storage to the left with a 12 volt. Again, both seats fold completely flat down. That way you have extra storage space. Another speaker to the right side. And then we can just push on this button on the side and close up the tailgate. So plenty of room in this 5-seater SUV. So I'm behind the wheel of this Compass Trailhawk now. And the first thing that I'm doing, I'm just driving around in this grass field. I want to go over the off-road capabilities that this vehicle has. So right now, I'm not doing anything crazy with this. Obviously, it's not mine. Let's just take this little hill here. This definitely has all of the off-road features that you could ever want in a small SUV like this. It's really like a mini Wrangler, which is very impressive. So with the all-wheel drive system that this vehicle has, you can program between your off-road settings with your low traction or aggressive launch and fast turning while driving out on the road. So that's pretty cool to be able to go through those different settings, along with the 5 different modes which I showed you earlier to take this off-road. What I forgot to mention earlier is that there are skid plates up underneath to protect your transfer case, along with the front end to give you added protection. And the approach and departure angle for this is actually very competitive. The approach angle is at 30.3 degrees and it has a departure angle of 33.6. So obviously that's nowhere close to the Wrangler, but that's very competitive in a class size like this. And then it has 8.5 inches of ground clearance and a wading depth of 18.9. So overall, for a compact SUV like this, that's very impressive, I think, to be able to take this off-road if you need to. So I've been driving this just a couple miles so far, and it really is overall a comfortable ride. You know, there's not much wind noise at all, and the visibility for a compact SUV is actually very impressive. You have a little bit of blind spot over that right shoulder, but you know, with the sunroof open, it's very clear, very easy to see everything. I love having all that extra light in here. It just kind of opens it up a lot more. And then overall comfort, driving this on a daily basis. These seats hug you very well. You know, these bolsters are pretty aggressive, so that is nice to have. Let's move on to the overall interior layout. You know, this screen is very, very user-friendly to use. I really like going through it. It's identical to going through your phone, and then when you can put everything on the bottom, just makes it that much more easier to use. So it's very cold outside right now. Putting that heated steering wheel at the bottom, I can easily click on that and start to feel it warm up. Very helpful to have if you are in a cold environment or if you like going to the radio all the time. Very easy to do. There's not too many buttons located up underneath. You know, everything is laid out very well and easy to see. It's not like out of your range or your field of view while you're driving. And then coming up to a stoplight here, or a stop sign, brakes do a very good job. This vehicle has the engine start stop feature, which many vehicles are coming with. You just put your foot back on the gas, the engine will start right back up. A lot of standard safety features, again, that every car would have. Your blind spot monitoring, rear traffic alert, all of those are kind of like a package deal in a lot of cars nowadays. So this has all of those standard safety features. So with this SUV, I think with the layout, you could comfortably fit 5 people inside and still have plenty of room in the back. Again, both of those seats fold down. They have the 60-40 split to them. So if you need to put in anything else, you have the ability to do that. It's very versatile all around. You know, it's comfortable to drive again. Road noise is limited. You can take this off-road. You have modes to take it off-road with that locking rear differential as well. Not too many smaller SUVs have that. So all of those extra features, I think, are what sets this apart from other vehicles in this class. Coming up to another stoplight here, I'm going to test just the acceleration of it. Again, not doing anything crazy, but the 0 to 60 was around the 9-second range. You know, this is half throttle right now. I mean, it gets up and goes. It's not slow, so you're not gonna have to worry about it not getting up to speed on the highway or merging, things like that. So it has plenty of power. You know, it's not anything that's a straight line performance vehicle, but it definitely gets up and goes. Really, all of the interior features feel like a premium vehicle with all the leather. I love the red trim accents everywhere located throughout. It's just a really nice subtle touch. Moving on to the handling of the car real quick, coming around this turn. You know, it feels very planted. There's not much body roll, and there really shouldn't be because it's not that heavy and it's not a larger SUV. So it handles turns very well. So now we'll take one last look from the passenger side. Very nice red stitching throughout the vehicle. There's also a little compartment space located on the passenger side. Very premium feeling interior with the leather seats. One last look from the rear seats. Here's the view out of the rear. So that is my walk-around review and test drive of the 2018 Jeep Compass Trailhawk. Huge thanks again to Benson, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram for providing this vehicle for me today. So overall, this was a great SUV to check out today. You know, it's compact, it has off-road features you would not normally see in a smaller SUV like this. It can tow. Very versatile with storage space as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos on the way. I'll see you all next video.